and welcome to a brand new series of winezone.uk. This is all about the really special wines of the world. They need not be specifically expensive, but they're absolute classics. Now, what is it that makes a wine totally classic? I think it's got to have, a massive pedigree. Right? It's got to be one that's, really carved itself into the rock of wine time. And so today I present you with Isole e Olena 2018 Chianti Classico. The first red wine I ever knew, aged around about 10 years old. And they used to trade this in the hotels in those wonderful sort of wicker basket type rounded bottles, if you remember those. And what's so particularly remarkable about this one is that if I was to take a piece of white paper being white paper, I can actually get a fantastic orange brown all around this wine. And if I was to look straight through it, particularly obviously on white paper, it doesn't matter how much I fill that glass, I've got translucent strawberry colour, and I can absolutely see my hand straight through that glass, which is pretty unusual. So we're looking here at a 14.5% wine, and it's created between the cities of Florence and Siena in Tuscany, and that is all it tells me. It just obviously feels that it doesn't need to go any further in the information department. So here we have absolutely pure Sangiovese. On the nose, I'm getting the most splendid fruitiness. There's a tiny hint of oak in there, but it's obviously well balanced in at 6 years. There's Redcurrant for a little sharpness in there. There's a lot of cherry and plum. There's raspberry and bramble notes. There's a tiny hint of saddle leather, fur scrapings off the hills of the Forest of Arden, and all of the sort of mystery, of the stream at which pants the White Hart. The White Hart can be found, still found even today, in Shakespeare's Forest of Arden. If you ever get a chance to go there, go there. There are some splendid legs on this particular wine, and of course you will get magnificent legs at that kind of alcoholic content, but the wonder is that it's so translucent. Absolutely can see my hand straight through it, which is very, very unusual for the kind of wines I generally try. So Chianti Classico, this one was £25 from Laithwaites. Absolutely 5-star, highly recommend, and I'm going to enjoy this later in the evening with beef shin stew, which I've made with a great deal of tomato, Liam Perrins, cardamom, nutmeg, and all the winter veggies you can possibly imagine. And I've also put in an entire bottle of porter. This is Black Panther porter, which is dark, sleek and malted, and in fact tastes a great deal of honey, caramel and chocolate overboard. So it's my first really decent, well prepared meal of the year, and I wanted to try something totally memorable and look back on it and think, what did I do in January 2024? I opened the Chianti Classico 2018, 6 years old, and I had it with that amazing, incredible beef shin stew. So there you have it. From the most unpromising of grapes, Sangiovese, one of the really great classic special wine to the world, Chianti. I highly recommend this one, and I will leave a link below for you. If you can get your hands on something as nice as this was £25, you know, for goodness sake, do. It's a complete revelation in the wine world, because it's blended itself so well in 6 years that all I'm really getting is a whole load of fruit, tiny hints of other things, and it's, for me, it's an absolute throwback to an age in which we didn't have every single grape variety thrown at us, every single country of the